Welcome to our Spring 2020 commissioning ceremony. I would like to welcome our cadets, cadre, and family members. As a note, we are adhering to local, state, and DoD guidance regarding social distancing during this ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the National Anthem. Please be seated. At this time, I'd like to introduce the officer in charge of this commissioning ceremony, Captain Bernay.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, staff, cadre, cadets, and supporters. I realize that due to the unique environment that we're in, that most all of you are watching us on social media, and I thank you for your time and support. On behalf of the University of Virginia's College at Wise Army ROTC Department, I would like to welcome each of you to the UVA Wise ROTC commissioning ceremony today. I am honored to stand before you as we commission these great Americans as second lieutenants in the United States Army. I'd like to start by taking a moment to give a round of applause to these two commissionees for their accomplishments in graduating from the University of Virginia's College at Wise today. Cadets Brooks and Dina, congratulations. As you two reflect on your time in ROTC here at UVA Wise, I want you to know that you are leaving a very positive legacy behind. I am extremely proud of you two and the work that you have put in during your time here, especially as your time as seniors while ushering in a new and exciting period for our program here, as we embark on a journey of growth and exciting training for all. While this program is led by a chancellor and administration that is engaged and aggressively supports all initiatives, and cadre that work tirelessly to provide the best training possible, it would be all for nothing if we did not have cadets that work as hard as you two have. After all, ROTC is, of course, cadet-led. Because of this, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now, let's talk about the future. The academic challenge, ROTC training, and physical fitness, long days and rigors of college life have come to an end. But I can assure you this is not the finish line. In fact, today marks the start line to you becoming a professional as an Army officer. As I say that out loud, I want to emphasize it and assure you, make no mistake about it, there is no greater profession in the world. You are about to embark on a journey to lead America's sons and daughters in the world's greatest army, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. I know that in itself gives you two a sense of responsibility and pride. Two items I'd like to briefly discuss with you today. Responsibility. Remember that as a leader and an officer in the Army, you are much more than a manager. The first thing that you are going to find out is that you will easily get consumed with the mission and how to accomplish the mission. But if you stop there, you're going to merely be scratching the surface of what a true, effective leader does. You see, no missions in themselves get accomplished without your soldiers, and that is why you have a responsibility to them. You must build competence in them by always ensuring they are trained, prepared, and ready to accomplish their jobs. In order to do this, you must quickly humble yourselves and empower your non-commissioned officers whenever possible. This will ensure you build a mutual trust and shared understanding between you and your soldiers. Most importantly, always seek the why behind everything you do and train that way so you continuously add meaning to you and your soldiers' time. Remember this, if there is no why to be had, then it probably isn't worth doing. Pride. You should have an extreme sense of pride today. Pride for all of the reasons mentioned so far. Pride for the uniform and what it represents. Pride for all who have come before you. And pride that America has entrusted you to train and lead their loved ones. Because of this, you need to ensure you take pride in all you do from here on out. Do it to the best of your ability because your soldiers deserve that. Whether it's working on physical fitness, professional development, training, planning, supply accountability, caring for your soldiers, or just day-to-day activities, remember to take pride in it. And if you do, you will be setting a positive example for everybody who works with you or comes in contact with you. With all this being said, I want to wish both of you a wonderful and inspiring career as officers in the Army. I look forward to possibly working with one of you in the future, but if I do not, I know that you two will take all that you've learned to date and use it to the best of your abilities as you grow in experience and knowledge as an officer and a professional. Now, it is my distinct honor to introduce today's commissioned speaker. As many of you know, we are blessed to have outstanding support from the University of Virginia's College at Wise. This support is nothing short of amazing, from helping bridge student financial needs as they transition into becoming a cadet, to routinely reaching out to us to ensure that we have what we need to continue to grow and be successful. It is important to note that all of this support starts at the top with today's speaker, the UVA Wise Chancellor, Dr. Donna Henry. Please be advised that Chancellor Henry's full bio is available to view within this commissioning production. Ladies and gentlemen, Chancellor Henry.
Thank you, Captain Bernay. Greetings to our families and loved ones here today and to everyone participating from afar. Cadets, you're about to start a new journey, and I think it will be a wonderful journey of discovery. As you begin your careers, I would like to share a few important messages with you. I would like to share a few pieces of advice that I share with new students and graduates alike, and I want you to remember it while you start this next chapter in your lives. First, always remember that your education is yours forever. All that you've learned while receiving the excellent training that you have, all of it belongs to only you. This knowledge and these skills, they are yours. No one can take them from you. And these skills rest in your minds, in your hearts, and in every movement and every thought. This pandemic may have changed life as we know it. We're experiencing a great loss in our world right now, the loss of loved ones, the loss of jobs, or the loss of health and wealth. But one thing we never lose is our knowledge, our training, and our skills. This is your power. Exercise this power to benefit you, your community, and your nation. Second, be ready for change. I'm often reminded of remarks by UVA Wise's commencement speaker a few years ago, Rear Admiral Robert Shoemaker, a decorated veteran and national hero in his 80s. And he said, "We live in a very dynamic world that is in constant change. When I graduated from college, there were no iPads, no space program, no heart transplants, no lots of things. The world changed a lot in my lifetime, and it will change in yours as well. So you must be willing to accept whatever changes might take place. So you should try to lead this evolution with the skills that you've acquired." Think of how the world changed in Rear Admiral Shoemaker's lifetime. In fact, Reflect on how the world has changed already, practically overnight, in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. You are ready to adapt to these emerging changes. They're coming. They're already, in fact, here. You will be leading soldiers in a period of crisis that we have not experienced in our lifetimes, and I know that each of you stands ready. How can you prepare yourself for this call of leadership in the midst of change? The answer I always return to is to commit yourself to lifelong learning. Be unafraid to learn every day, to observe, to seek knowledge, to understand the world around you. This may come from literature, news, scientific studies. What is one of the most underrated ways to acquire new learning? Conversation, discussion, exchange of ideas. And I believe UVA WISE and this ROTC program has prepared you for both. Third, build a network of supporters, cheerleaders, advisors, mentors, and friends, but also be your #1 champion. Dream big, be bold. You can accomplish any goal, big or small. Most successful people will tell you that they did not achieve their success on their own. Someone was there to cheer them on, to direct them, guide them, and inspire them. While that is true, your success is most dependent upon you. You must have the drive, the will, and the ambition. So do what you can to keep the drive, the will, and the ambition strong. Don't lose sight of it ever. Have confidence in yourself and your abilities. If that falters, remind yourself that you are capable and worthy. And with that, I'll close by offering a hearty congratulations to our cadets, Brooks and Dina, soon to be second lieutenants. I wish you the very best in your lives. Thank you for your service. You make us very proud, and you make UVA WISE, your families, your communities, and your nation very proud. Thank you both.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to present the UVA WISE Army ROTC cadets who will be commissioned today as second lieutenants in the United States Army. The commissionees are Cadet Patrick Brooks and Cadet Catherine Dina. I will now administer the oath. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Patrick Brooks,
I, Catherine Dina,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support and defend
to support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
that I will well
that I will
and faithfully
and
faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
on which I'm about to enter.
on which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Attention to orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Patrick Brooks and Catherine Dina, and hereby appoints them to the grade of Second Lieutenant in the United States Army to rank as such from the 9th day of May, 2020. These officers will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the office to which they have been appointed by doing and performing all manners of things thereunto belonging, and I do strictly charge and require those officers and other personnel of lesser rank to render such obedience as is due an officer of this grade and position. These officers are to observe and follow such orders and directions from time to time as may be given by the President of the United States of America or other superior officers, acting in accordance with the laws of the United States of America. This commission is to continue in force during the pleasure of the President of the United States of America under provisions of those public laws relating to the officers of the Armed Forces of the United States of America and the component thereof in which the appointment is made. Signed, the Honorable Ryan McCarthy, Secretary of the Army. Second Lieutenant Brooks will be penned by his grandmother, Linda Harvey, and girlfriend, Megan Steffi. Patrick Andrew Brooks from Coburn, Virginia, served as the executive officer and company commander in the Cavalier Company. He is also a distinguished military graduate, in which is the top 10% in the country. The son of Christopher Brooks of Norton, Virginia, and Tim and Sandy Horn of Castlewood, Virginia, Patrick has earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Administration of Justice and is receiving his United States Army commission as a second lieutenant in the Military Police Corps. Upon completion of the Military Police Corps Officer Basic Course, he will be assigned to the 101st Airborne Division, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. His career goals include service in the United States Army as a platoon leader and company commander and remaining in the Army until his retirement. Second Lieutenant Brooks would like to thank all those who supported him in his efforts to attain his goal of becoming an Army officer. Second Lieutenant Brooks will receive his first salute from his grandfathers, former Petty Officer Second Class Adam Harvey and former Petty Officer Third Class Danny Brooks. And now we'll have Second Lieutenant Brooks' remarks.
I do apologize. It's a little emotional for me. Good afternoon. I would like to personally thank UVA staff, my family, and friends for helping me on this journey. As I stand here today, like many before me, I can tell you that it was not easy. It seems as if time continues to go by. It felt like yesterday I just graduated high school and I stepped on 2 parasailing. From the smell of burn pits in Afghanistan to sweat and tears of the Mojave Desert, I came to realize that throughout whatever you go through, the light at the end of the tunnel is closer than what it seems. As I stand here before you today, I want to tell everyone to continue to follow your dreams, and before you know it, your dreams will become reality like mine. It is crazy to believe that 5 years ago, I was an NCO in the United States Marine Corps. During that time, I would never guess that I would become an officer in the United States Army or graduate with a bachelor's degree. I want to thank my grandparents, Linda, and Adam Harvey, and Danny Brooks. My parents, Tim and Cindy Horn. and my father, Christopher Brooks, my girlfriend, Megan Staffy, UVA Wise Cadre, Captain Bernay, retired Major Sandifer, Mr. Womack, and retired Sergeant Schroep, my mentors, retired Lieutenant Colonel Mr. Piazza, and retired Major Miss Piazza, Miss Donna Hell, and Dr. Flutie for the support that you guys have given me throughout this journey. I believe having a support system is crucial in anything you do, and I'm thankful for that. I have the best support system anyone could ever ask for. Most importantly, I want to thank God for opening the doors and guiding me throughout this journey. Always remember, continue to follow your hearts and dreams in order to be successful. Thank you. Fighting Calves.
Second Lieutenant Catherine Dina will be pinned by her mother, Sarah Dina, and Major Retired Tracy Piazza. Catherine Margaret Hope Dina served as Executive Officer and Company Commander in the Cavalier Company. The daughter of John and Sarah Dina of Alexandria, Virginia, Catherine has earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in Communications and is receiving her United States Army commission as a Second Lieutenant in the Adjutant General Corps. Upon completion of the Adjutant General Corps Basic Officer course, she will be assigned to the Headquarters and Headquarters Company Special Troops Battalion, 1st Sustainment Brigade, 1st Infantry Division in Fort Riley, Kansas. Her career goals include service in the United States Army as a Battalion S1 Adjutant. Second Lieutenant Dina would like to thank all those who supported her in her efforts to attain her goal of becoming an Army officer. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Catherine Dina. Lieutenant Dina will receive her first salute from Sergeant Retired Thomas Scholl. And now, Second Lieutenant Dina's remarks.
I'd just like to say, wow, we did it. I'm not sure I ever thought I was going to make it here at one point, but I'm so happy and grateful I did. So, excuse the emotions, and I will get through this. Second Lieutenant Dina has a ring to it. I don't know if anybody else would agree, but I thought this day would never come. From my first FTX in 32 degrees and pouring rain, yes, I can't make that up, 5 days a week of PT, labs, hours in the ROTC office planning company operations, to wrecking the mountains of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I wouldn't have changed a thing. When I walked into Sergeant Scholl and Major Sandifer's office for the first time, they told me that this would change my life for the better. And it did. Chancellor Henry, thank you for your continuous support of our program. Sergeant Scholl and Major Sandifer, thank you for everything you've done, not just for me, but for the program. Its success is from everything you two have poured into the program. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Mr. and Mrs. Piazza, my mentors, nothing I can really say will express the gratitude I feel towards you two. I would not be here today if it wasn't for your constant support and mentorship. Thank you doesn't feel like enough. Captain Bernay, thank you for everything you've done for this program in the short time you've been here. In a few short months of you joining us, I have learned so much. I cannot wait to watch the program progress under your mentorship and guidance. To my family, you guys have been there through it all. You've seen me through the best and the worst of it, and I couldn't be more appreciative. I cannot believe my time here in Wise has come to an end, but I'm excited to see where this wonderful world leads me. Fighting Calves.
Yeah! On behalf of the University of Virginia's College at Wise and the Military Science Department, I would like to bid farewell to our new lieutenants and wish them well in their future endeavors. This concludes our commissioning ceremony. Thank you.